Okay, so the first step is the Cloud 9 Motel. I look at the register, but who am I looking for?
Buddy from Los Angeles. And if he signed in using his nickname, that's great. If he didn't, then L.A. is the only clue we have to go on. Dixie doesn't remember the kind of car he drove.
And the date is January 30th?
Yeah, it was a Monday. Wait a minute. Adam told me somebody had dropped Dixie off in a car around the same time at the end of the driveway. Maybe somebody on the staff might remember seeing something, and they might be able to help us find this guy. The night of January 30th, did you drive her anywhere that night, Morgan?
Nothing in the logbook, Mrs. Chandler.
She went to a place in Center City. It was called Hell's, a country western place.
No, never heard of it.
Okay, thank you. You answer the phone yourself in the kitchen, don't you, Mrs. Schindler?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you ever remember taking any calls for Dixie from a man named Buddy?
Miss Dixie rarely receives phone calls.
Well, this would have been in January. Did she get a call from a man named Buddy?
Not that I know of.
Now, you have Tuesdays and Wednesdays off, correct? So you would have been on duty on Monday, January 30th?
Yep. No. What? Hold it. My mother had surgery on January 28th. I took the whole week off.
Oh. How is she?
Much improved, thanks. In fact, she's still raving about that basket of fruit that you and Mr. Chandler sent.
Oh, well, listen, give her my best.
I sure will. Was there anything else?
No, thank you. Do you remember back in January, Dixie was helping you plan the spring planting schedule? Did she ever mention a man named Buddy?
Buddy, you say?
From California?
Never heard of him. Never heard of anyone named Buddy, except a muley once.
All right, thank you. Marcia, you and Dixie are pretty good friends, aren't you?
Well, I guess so.
Do you ever go any places together?
We went to the library a few weeks ago.
What about the night of January 30th? Did you see Dixie on that night? It was a Monday.
I don't recall specific nights, Mrs. Chandler. I'm sorry.
It was very cold that night. It was cloudy. We had lamb chops for dinner. It was also the week that Donald was off because his mother was in the hospital. You do remember that night, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. I remember taking lamb chops down to the gatehouse when Mr. Stewart's wife was so sick in the hospital.
Did you see Dixie? Did you see anyone?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Dixie? Oh, what is it? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
It's all right. What's wrong?
We have to talk about the baby's father.
I just can't anymore, Mrs. Chandler. I've told you everything I know. I can't remember anything else.
Dixie, I know who he is. You found him? Yes. His name isn't Buddy. I know who the father of your child is. It's not Buddy.
I'm so sorry. I never meant to hurt you.
I know that.
I'm so ashamed, Mrs. Chandler. I'm so ashamed. I sinned in the eyes of God. And I know no matter what I say, it's not going to make it right, but I have to explain this to you. I have to.
Dixie, you don't have to explain.
Yes, I do. I do. You must hate me.
Dixie, I can understand how something like this happened. You were lonely. And you met a man who obviously was warm and caring, and he took advantage of the situation.
But I didn't give you the full story. He's married. If you found him, you must know that.
Dixie, look. Emotions get out of control sometimes, all right? I'm not... Why would I hate you for making a mistake, for being human?
Mrs. Chandler, I I sinned with another woman's husband.
You're not alone in this. Just because this man told you he was married does not exonerate him from taking his share of the blame, all right? And I think any man who cheats on his wife should be made to face the responsibility of his actions.
That does not excuse me.
Well, it's over now and it's done with. Or it will be soon. And now it's just up for you and George to decide exactly what you want to do as far as the baby is concerned. George Anderson. I was able to track him down from the information that you gave me. And Ross is bringing him here now.
How do you mean?
I just wonder about how much you told us is the truth.
You accusing me of lying?
I'm saying to you, Dixie, somebody has got to be the father.
Well, it's certainly not that man. And I really resent you dragging him in here and embarrassing the two of us. Look, if you're all that nervous about who the baby is, you don't have to take it. I'll keep him and raise him myself.
Dixie, I want your baby. Adam and I both do, but I mean, for the protection of all of us, especially this child, it's essential that we find out who the father is.
But I have told you over and over again, I do not want the father to know about this child. It was just a fling for him. He doesn't care beans about it. It's the last thing he'd want in this world.
We need him to give his legal release to any claim to this child.
I'm asking you for the last time to drop it. It is my life. It is my baby, and I don't want to hear another word about it.
Something doesn't add up here.
What?
She's lying.
Why on earth would she be lying?
I don't know. I have no idea.
No. I'm sure she's telling the truth. We just haven't found the right man, that's all.
I don't know that we ever will.
I'm not protecting anybody. I'm sick and tired of you sticking your nose into something that's none of your business.
No, just hold on there, Dixie. It is my business. Family is very important to a Chandler.
I don't give you a right to interfere into my life.
I'm not interfering in your life. I don't care about your life. I care about Brooks. I don't want to see her hurt.
Well, neither do I. She's been wonderful to me.
Yes, she has been wonderful, hasn't she? What are you here with? Rent-free? Free meals? Run of the house?
That was all settled when I came to work here. That has nothing to do with the baby.
Yes, but the baby. The baby in question has made you an honorary member of this family.
Well, what's wrong with that? I've given them a child, aren't I?
Tell me something, Dixie, between you and me. Wasn't that kind of a difficult decision to make?
Yes, of course it was. Coneys care about family, too, just as much as Chandlers do.
And why don't you keep it?
Because I can't raise a child alone. I don't have any money.
Money? Your brother would have helped you? Palmer would have assisted?
Uncle Palmer does not know about this child, and I do not want him to.
Yes, of course, Dixie, I understand. I really do understand. But what I don't understand is, how is it that you could give your baby up for adoption to people you've had a personal relationship with? Why wouldn't you go through an agency? Give it to strangers?
Because I couldn't do that, no.
Why is that? Why, Dixie? Are you telling me that you could take all the pain of watching Brooke raise your child as the mother?
Because Adam wants his baby more than anything.
Adam, Dixie?
Adam, as in Adam and Brooke, they both want this child.
Yeah, you see, what I remember, how Adam says it, is he wanted a baby of his own blood so badly that he would let you go and impersonate Brooke at a surrogate mother's agency. Suddenly he's all gung-ho for this adoption. That's rather strange, isn't it? Don't you think so? I mean, this complete turnaround?
No, I don't think it's strange at all, and I really don't like being badgered like this. I am tired, and I need my rest, okay, for my baby's sake?
I'm very sorry if I upset you, Dixie.
You're not sorry at all. You're just trying to make something out of nothing. I just want to be left alone.